I have made a total of 14 videos over the last 6 years bitching and shitting on YouTube for various policy changes and features, awful fucking features that no one, not even the devil himself, would think of, and just horrible different directions they've taken the site. I'm going to address the elephant in my asshole right now. I have a pretty big cold right now, nose real runny, throat's all fucking craggly and full of phlegm, so if I sound different, that's why. And I'm gonna blame YouTube for that as well. It's almost like reading that new update fucking shut down my sinuses. But anyway, in a nutshell, the new policy is about removing videos they deem to be hurtful against somebody. So this is very vaguely defined, and it basically covers anything that can even be viewed as a criticism of a douchebag, or just a very well thought out critique. For example, iDubbbz's content cop on Leafy was the biggest one that just got taken down out of nowhere yesterday as a result of this change, and that's extremely dangerous to completely censor any type of criticism against people on the platform, or even not on the platform for that matter, because Leafy doesn't even fucking post anymore. And to say what is bullying on behalf of someone is also just ridiculous. Susan's pretending to be everyone's mom on YouTube, but she's the worst fucking wino alcoholic mom of all time. It's a horrible, horrible change that's extremely scary to the platform, and by far probably the saddest change I've seen them make, because it's one that they're actively enforcing. They also took down a video that was critical of H3H3. It's just a absolute shit show. They took down one of Psychic Pebbles' videos that was a parody of the Fine Bros. They take down all of these videos because they view it as harassment and bullying, which they're not. They're jokes, and they very clearly critique the content. And I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. This policy will not be fairly enforced across the whole platform. Some creators will just outright be exempt. Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon, they're the two faces of modern YouTube, of corporate YouTube. You're not going to take down any of their videos, but you should. You'd have to with this new policy if you're going to enforce it properly. They have so many videos that directly violate the exact things you tell that you can't do, such as all of the Donald Trump jokes they make about his hair, his skin, his senile old nature, his old ass, all that kind of shit. All those videos are now not allowed to be made. But I don't see YouTube taking down those videos, even though they directly violate the very first bullet about insulting someone's appearance. Hating, insulting, and shitting on Donald Trump has become a beloved American sport that we all partake in, but it doesn't matter because it shouldn't be allowed anymore on the platform as a result of this policy. They should have those videos taken down, because there's no exception here that says, except when talking about Donald Trump, you're allowed to do these things. It doesn't say that. That means these are violating the rules. That is one of the main things they do against Donald Trump, but they're not going to take him down. It's like Hydra. You cut off one Jimmy's head, two more Jimmys take its place, and they're all just as boring. It is shitty content, but they're the faces of YouTube, and YouTube's not going to poke that sleeping bear. They're not going to mess with the Jimmys of the round table, the Jimmy gods. So it's going to be really fucking frustrating when YouTubers' content is getting taken down like Content Cop, but Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon get a free pass to just keep doing the exact same things that other people get taken down for. And I know every time a policy like this comes out and YouTubers start talking about it, the pseudo-intellectuals on Reddit always post the same shit. Well, as a YouTuber, you shouldn't be putting all your eggs in that basket. They're a private company. They can do whatever they want, including burning down your house and slitting your family's throat. Totally within their right. That's what you get for being a YouTuber and putting all your eggs in that basket. You fucking douchebag. Most YouTubers do other things. I stream daily at twitch.tv/moistcritical. Come stop by if you want to put a few extra inches on your penis. But that's not the point. Just because you do other things, excuse me, talking about Reddit's really making the sinuses flare up. Just because you do other things outside of YouTube doesn't mean you don't care about YouTube. I fucking care so much about this goddamn platform. I've been on here since 2006. Of course I'm gonna fucking care. So I want it to be the best it can be and stop going down this horrible cesspool shitty route that it's going down. And it makes it really hard not to talk about it. And it's such a dangerous policy, by the way, since bullying and harassment is very vague and they don't thoroughly define what they mean by each one. You can pretty much twist anything to fit that and have a video taken down, which stifles criticism altogether, and taking away the ability for creators to criticize would allow channels like Daddy05 to still exist. Daddy05 was a family channel where a mother and father would abuse their children for YouTube views. Eventually, after YouTubers started talking about it and bringing it to light, the authorities stepped in and got the children out of the abusive household. With this new policy, that wouldn't have happened, and that channel would still be operating as it normally did, which would have been an absolute fucking crime. And that is the kind of thing, the environment, that this kind of policy will now cater to. Because Daddy05 could strike every video that talked about him, and it would have never gotten to the proper authorities and gotten those kids out of there. Also, I just want you to see the message they sent out to creators. This shit is just so silly. Oh, we're going to allow this to still be a platform for freedom of expression, but only if we agree with it and if it doesn't hurt any feelings. What a fucking dumb little statement. Who do you think honestly believes that? Who the fuck do you think would read through this new policy and be like, wow, I really feel like I can say what I want to say without fear of getting fucked in the ass by Susan in a strap-on? Thank you, YouTube. You have to be so disconnected and so delusional to think that anyone is on your side in this case, YouTube. But anyway, another example of why criticism is so important. There was a YouTuber named Pollution Entertainment, I believe that's how you say it. He murdered his kittens in YouTube videos, and those videos were up for years, of millions of views of these cats that he was murdering on YouTube, and they only got taken down because YouTubers criticized them and talked about it, and now he's getting tried and thrown in jail, hopefully. But under your new policy, this kid would still be murdering kittens for YouTube views, and you wouldn't be taking him down because your fucking bot system is so archaic it can't recognize animal abuse and murder. All it can recognize is words that make boo-boo ouchies my feelings hurt. It's ridiculous, because now if someone criticized that kid, they'd be the ones at risk getting taken down, not him, because of their bullying and harassment. It's such a dangerous fucking system that you guys have cooked up. And it's even more embarrassing that Susan herself goes on Twitter to make it sound like she's some fucking vigilante of justice, this fucking symbol of heroism about, hey, we've listened to you creators and you guys don't like it when people are mean to you. I don't like it when people are mean to you, so I've implemented this policy. You can go ahead and suckle on my teats now because I am so great. Yes, yes, yes. Nobody supports this kind of decision, Susan. You're not on creators' side. When you sit down to go for one of your little human interactions, a little in between two ferns with Susan and mindless marketing drone YouTuber number 50, nobody feels it's genuine because the YouTubers you talk to are people that only exploit your platform for milking ad revenue from little kids vlogs and kids skits like Lele Pons or Alfie. And now this isn't bullying, Susan, this is me making a point. These people are using your platform simply for the dollars in it, not because there's any passion behind it. Lele has a whole team studying children's psychology to make the dumbest fucking skits of all time. For kids, for the YouTube revenue. And you're talking to her about the kind of policies YouTube should be implementing? How delusional can you possibly be? You might as well talk to Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel about their opinions on where YouTube should go. It's so disconnected and so downright embarrassing that you, as the head of YouTube and the face of it, think that you're on creators' side. I don't know if you've actually believed that or if it's just PR talk, but it's fucking gross either way, Susan. Talk down with creators that actually came from nothing, that started as a broadcast yourselfer. Do you remember when that was the slogan for YouTube, broadcast yourself? That doesn't exist anymore, I know, but that was what it was built upon. People making videos themselves, by themselves, for the sake of making it and posting it online. Now it's just these companies like Lele Pons. That's not bullying, Susan. I'm not bullying Lele Pons. That is her content. That is what she does. She doesn't understand the platform. To her, this is just a cable TV channel to post something on to get a paycheck. And Susan, I know your panties are getting sodden at the very idea that you could turn YouTube into the next cable TV station, but why do you want to do that? Nobody watches cable TV outside of 70-year-old people in a geriatrics ward. There is no reason to bastardize a platform like YouTube into cable TV full of Jimmy Kimmels, Jimmy Fallons, and skits from companies. That's not what it was made for. That's not what made it popular. And that's not where the majority of your audience finds themselves in that neck of the woods. It's just an absolutely remarkable disconnect and just total delusion on your behalf, Susan. Why don't you actually sit down with creators that care about the platform and the future of it and care about improving it instead of people that only use it as cow titties to constantly shoot milk into their fucking bank bucket. It's just so stupid. And it's absolutely infuriating that a change like this would ever even get passed. Even Twitter's not this bad when it comes to harassment and bullying. This is so overblown. To take down videos like Content Cop of Leafy, it's so dangerous. But yeah, this makes video number 15 of bitching and complaining about what YouTube's doing, and I can't help it. It's because I really genuinely fucking care about the platform. I've been on here since 2006. So when they constantly change things for a really negative reason and make these sweeping, monstrously awful decisions, it's hard for me to not talk about it because this is probably one of the things I'm most passionate about in the world is just this platform, I suppose. So yeah, it's hard for me to not talk about things like this, and that's I don't know, that's about it. So yeah,